Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly psychic review. So we're doing this from the week of the 18th of November through to the 24th of November 2019. So I hope you've all had a great week and thanks for joining me as well. Always nice to do this weekly review. Okay, so the way I work is I call in my guides, all of those in spirit who love me. Ask them to give you what you need for the upcoming week, any tips, techniques, different things like that, if it's appropriate, and to give you healing as well throughout the week. So I just want to have a shout out too, before we get into it, for all the people that have been affected by the fires throughout New South Wales and Queensland. I'm not sure if there are any in other places of Australia. I don't actually follow any media or watch TV. So I just want to say that there's a lot of love and support going out there for you. And they just said that there's a much bigger picture to this. So, okay. We might be doing a bit more on that a bit later. Okay, so just let me seal off, tune in, call my guides in, we'll get into the weekly review. Okay, this was pretty quick. So they were talking really about, and they're talking about the fires, not just the fires, but they're saying the things that represent fires in our world and in our life, and that there are things that pop up that don't look very cool, that aren't very, don't look very nice. They look quite negative actually on the outside, and it's that thing that there's a much bigger picture going on here. There's a much bigger picture going on behind the scenes and why these things are actually happening. Now, sometimes these things are actually happening, and I keep seeing, things like Donald Trump, things like there's some wars going on in the world and that sort of thing. The reason, some of the reason for these things is because it's a bit like a pimple. The junk underneath needs to come up to the surface to be able to get rid of. And that's what's really been happening over, this last, pretty much since was it the year 2012, round about the year 2000 or so, even before that, they're talking about the Berlin Wall as well. This sort of stuff has got to come up to the surface, it's got to be released, it's got to be purged before a renewal can happen. And that's what's happening too with some of these fires, is that there's really a renewal going on, and it's that thing about realizing that, when something gets purified, when something comes up to the surface, it must be purified. And it can be purified in a bunch of different ways. Now, sometimes it's by fire, sometimes they're giggling, they're saying it's by politicians, this sort of thing. They're kind of not giggling about that, but they're like, you're thinking about Donald Trump and all the absurd things that he does. And it's that thing about that these things need to come up to the surface and they need to be broken open and to be renewed, to be purified. And when an activity or a situation occurs like this in which is not good on the outset or on the front of it, and you keep talking, you keep giving it that really like, oh, it's so bad, what's going on and all this sort of thing, what it does is it actually feeds that the dirtiness of the situation. It feeds that sort of heaviness of the situation. Now, I know it's really difficult. I've been caught in fires before as well. It's really difficult, or with any of the things that are going on, to go, something bad's happened. Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, that's fantastic. I know, that's really difficult to do. And my guides aren't saying that. Spirit's not saying that. But it's about, seeing the big picture in this and going, okay, well, things might be happening, how can I be more strong within myself? How can I be more centered? How can I give love to this situation? How can I give love to the people who are caught in, you know, in a bad situation, or have been devastated by, you know, the purging or the different things that are going on? How can I, you know, give them love? And it's really about your intent, and it's really about watching your words and stuff like that. And it's really about, you know, instead of, you know, feeding into that sort of negativity and that real heavy energy, oh yeah, it's so difficult, it's so bad, they're saying, look, everyone needs to grieve, everyone needs to have a bit of a purge, everyone needs to be able to express themselves. But they're saying once you've done this, it's about going, okay, well, there is love in this situation. There is some really good things that are coming out of this. There is going to be some renewal. There is going to be some new growth. There is going to be some new systems that are coming out. They said that political systems, social systems, these kinds of things. So there's going to be some really different energies coming in. And it's that thing that before the new can come in, the old needs to go as well. And, you know, I've been talking on more of a global or a national, you know, throughout Australia sort of scale here, but they're saying the same thing happens with you. And now quite a lot of you have been going through a purging, they're saying, over the last, what was it, 3 to 4 months, they're saying, look, the whole year's been a bit of a purge, but especially over the last sort of 3 months or so, been a lot of purging going on. There's been a lot of upheaval going on within people's lives. There's been a lot of change occurring, and it's that thing about realizing that when this stuff comes up from the surface, it's about allowing it to go with ease. It's about going, okay, I'm feeling a bit out of sorts, I'm not feeling great, what's actually going on? Or when things are revealed to you, instead of going, oh shit, this happened again, are you serious? Actually going, okay, this happened again, alright, so it happened again, now how can I release this from my system? How can I put myself into a place of strength? How can I see this as something that's leaving my system instead of going, oh my God, I'm in this situation again? And it's about, you know, they're saying, you know, you can either look at it from a strength-based point of view going, yes, okay, this has happened again, how can I act differently now about the situation? How can I release this? How can I be more kind to myself? How can I be more forgiving to myself? You know, this sort of thing. Or it's about, you know, just crumbling into it and just, you know, falling into, you know, sort of feeling not good and going over and having those revolving thoughts, oh, this situation keeps happening and keeps happening, that sort of thing. So it's really about finding the truth within this and going, okay, well, you know, if this has happened again and I'm actually able to see it and I can stand in my strength, and I'm not saying you'd be able to do that the entire time, but even if you can just do it, you're saying, look, even if you can just be aware of it for a second, you know, that's actually a bit more than what you've done last time. So, you know, if this situation, a big if this situation or something similar comes up like this or occurs again, it's about that thing go, oh, okay, I can find my strength, I can allow it to go, I can feel more comfortable, more grounded with myself, I can bring myself back to center. The other thing is, it's about, cool, you know, it's about realizing that you've got the resources, the determination, and there is support around you, and quite a lot of people are trying to do stuff on their own. Don't be afraid to reach out for support and then accept it when it comes in. Don't make excuses, I can't do this, I've tried that before, I've done that, it doesn't work. You know, this is like you're handballing your power away from you instead of actually going, okay, well last time it didn't work, but this time I'm going to try it again if it's a similar thing. You know, I'm a different person, I'm in a different spot, I've got different resources. I know that last time it didn't work, but hey, I'm going to tackle it in a different way. I'm going to see it in a different way. I'm going to allow it to to strengthen me. I'm going to allow this situation to flow out of me instead of getting bogged down in it. Okay, they're saying get on with the weekly review. Okay, so for the start of the week, start of the week is about, they're saying, so I can hear that sample, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know, it's that thing about going, check yourself, where are you at the moment? And it's about having gratitude, and it's about bringing yourself back to center, and it's about going, okay, like, all right, I might be having a pretty ordinary day. What can I be grateful for? Can I be grateful for the fact that I got through the day? Can I be grateful for the fact I've got $1 in my pocket, even if you've only got $1? Can you be grateful for the birds, the trees, whatever? So it's about bringing yourself back to your center, checking yourself in, being grateful for what's going on, and be grateful for you, for the fact that you've gotten through this stuff. Okay, so the midweek, what's going on midweek? So midweek, all right, so, oh, geez, I can feel a lot of stuff in my throat. Woo, there's a lot of stuff in my throat coming out. Okay. So this is about not getting caught up in that sort of evolving thinking. This is about not getting caught up in that sort of being, you know, like a tsunami of basically, you know, negative thinking, negative sort of patterns, you know, that sort of old stuff coming up from the surface. Now they're saying a way of combating this or releasing this or changing this is about going, okay, I can feel those thoughts coming up, I can feel the emotions that accompany them, I can hear myself say these things, you're no good, you're silly, what are you doing, all this sort of stuff. And what am I going to do? I'm going to check myself, I'm going to bring myself back to center, I'm going to say, hey guys, mate, I don't want this anymore. This isn't the person I want to be. This isn't the person that I'm becoming. I'm becoming awesome. I'm becoming strong. I'm empowering myself. So dudes, guys, can you please take this crap from me, because I don't want it anymore. It doesn't align with who I am. And it's about, you know, when you do that, going, okay, cool, I was able to do that. If you're able to do that, you know, once during the day, this is really good. Feel good about it. And it's about that thing, yeah, I'm awesome. I'm able to do this once. I'm able to do this. I'm better than what I was before. And I'm getting on with it. I'm moving it. And it's about allowing it to come out of you. And that sort of thing as well, not getting bogged down in it, and realizing that, you know, as you purge stuff, you know, a lot of the time it has to come through you in different ways. So put yourself in a beautiful place, do something kind for yourself, you know, ring up a friend, go for a walk, do something beautiful, you know, do something that empowers you. Even if, I can hear a few people go, I'm time poor, I haven't got much time. Dude, if you can take a couple of minutes out, you know, just take a couple of minutes and even say to yourself, all right, for the next 3 minutes, this is my time. I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to answer the phone. I'm not going to even, you know, think about my phone. I'm not going to anything. I'm just going to be in wherever I want to be, you know, wherever that is, you know, and that 3 minutes is mine. You know, I'm going to allow myself to just have 3 minutes to myself, that sort of thing. Okay, so the end of the week. What's going on the end of the week? All right, so the end of the week, this is really about celebrating and freedom, and it's about sort of encapsulating those times and being grateful for those times when you have given yourself the thumbs up, when you have gone, yep, I'm awesome, when you have been able to do really beautiful things for yourself. And it's that thing too, they're saying, have a bit of a feel around, or have a bit of a think around what stuff really used to bring joy to you. What stuff, there's a fair few people I'm hearing that have forgotten about things that used to, you know, bring them joy. It used to really, you know, they'd feel really good about, they'd really, you know, feel happy about, whatever that may be, drawing, writing, you know, doing some gardening, cooking, you know, whatever, you know, walking down the river, whatever it may be, you know, what are those things that used to do it for you? And it's about going to visit them again and going, okay, you know, this is cool. I could just feel a really nice energy just come in there, and I could feel a lot of stuff coming off. Ooh, quite a lot of stuff coming off quite a lot of people. This is really cool, really cool. Okay, okay. I'm just getting told we're going to take care of that as the people leave it from their system. So it's that thing, you don't have to do everything yourself. You know, your guides are there. They're waiting. They're waiting for you to ask for help. They're waiting for you to surrender to it and take it. They really want to connect with you, and they really want to help you. You know, well, some of you quite a lot more. Excuse the ticking. That's the fan going on because it's quite hot up here where I am at the moment. I forgot to turn it off. Okay, so they're telling me to finish the reading for the week. I just want to say thank you very much for joining me. Always a pleasure. I love getting your comments. Thank you for sharing me around. Thank you for messaging me. You know, it always brings a smile to my face. Really cool stuff. That's why I get excited about doing my weekly readings, because I'm able to journey with you and I'm able to be with you during the week. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, alright, remember, give yourself some big ups, give yourself some, yeah, I'm awesome. And if you want a session with me, reading, healing, any of the other stuff I do, just contact me. All the links are below. My phone number's there as well. You can give me a call. Okay, they're telling me really finish it here. Okay, big love to you. Been really cool. Thank you very much.